This conference will now be recorded.
Go. There we go. All right, I'd like to open this public hearing scheduled on a proposed airport lease. I'll read the public hearing notice. Whereas the town board wishes to consider entering into a lease for the operation of the Lake Placid Airport, KLKP, with Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC. And whereas entry into such a lease would require a public hearing as mandated by General Municipal Law 352. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town of North Elba Board shall meet and hold a public hearing at the town offices, 2693 Main Street, Lake Placid, Town of North Elba, New York, beginning at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, July 11th, 2023, to hear all interested persons and take any necessary action provided by law concerning a proposed lease of the Lake Placid Airport to Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC. And be it further resolved that the town board further authorizes and directs the North Elba town clerk to publish and post a notice of public hearing concerning the proposed draft lease for Lake Placid Airport with Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC in the manner provided by law, and to make a copy of the proposed lease available for public inspection in the town clerk's office following the adoption of this resolution and until the public hearing is closed. Public hearing was dated June 28th, 23, posted July 3rd of 23 by order of the board and Lori C. Dudley, town clerk. With that being said, is there any member of the public that would like to respond to this public hearing or offer anything for us to consider? I guess that's you, Jill.
Let's do it.
Any comments from members of the board?
I'm glad that it's over.
I think this.
Can we not put that on the record?
I think this represents 3 years.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
good thing you lit that fire.
Jill, well, thank you for your services, getting us to this point. With no public comment, I think I'm gonna entertain a motion to close this public hearing.
You have it.
Dick, second? Emily? Any further discussion?
No.
All in favor? Aye. So, let's call it, what do you want to call it, 5:05? We close the public hearing. And with that being said, I'd like to open a special meeting of this town board to adopt a resolution authorizing airport lease agreement with Lake Placid Aviation Holdings. So in opening that special meeting, I guess you want to read it?
Does it really need to be read again? Oh, because it's a resolution?
Yeah.
We know how much you love to read them, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
Whereas, and read the whole thing.
We're all very nice and slow. I don't have anywhere to be. Whereas the town of North Elba, as trustee of the Parks and Playgrounds District, is the owner of the Lake Placid Airport, KLKP, and whereas operation of the airport through a fixed-base operator is desirable and necessary given the expertise and experience required to meet the town's minimum standards for aviation operations and to meet applicable state and federal rules and guidelines governing public airports. And whereas the current operator, Lake Placid Airways Inc., has evinced its support of the new operator, Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC, to seamlessly transition to operation by termination of the current lease and the town's concurrent entry into a new lease with Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC. And whereas the town and Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC have, with the aid of separate counsel, negotiated a suitable lease with terms that mutually benefit the town and Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC. And whereas the town board, pursuant to General Municipal Law, Section 352, has noticed and held a public hearing on the terms of the proposed lease on 10 days' notice. Now be it hereby resolved that the town board, effective immediately, authorizes the town entry into a lease with Lake Placid Aviation Holding LLC on the terms and conditions and the duration set hereforth forth therein, and be it resolved that the town supervisor is authorized to take any actions and execute any documents or instruments necessary to implement the intent of this resolution in a form approved by town council. Duly adopted on this 11th day of July 2023 by the following vote.
Okay, I'll take a motion to accept this resolution.
So,
Rick, second. Dick, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Thank you very much. You know, at some point, once the new folks are here, I want to further understand Steve's role in like hanging around and what he's going to do to help them, because I'm still under the impression